Stuart Rhodes, who's the founder and head of the Oath Keepers, was convicted in United States District Court in Washington, D.C. of seditious conspiracy. Seditious conspiracy, basically sedition, is an attempt or an agreement to overthrow the government of the United States by force. It's obviously not successful. If one form of sedition is an attempt to overthrow, the other form of sedition is an agreement to overthrow. Mr. Rhodes was convicted of an attempt to overthrow, which is the more serious of the two. What did he do? All he did was engage in conversations with people. No weapons were drawn. His people were not the ones that physically prevented the Congress from meeting. This is a guy who's going to go to jail for up to 20 years for the use of mere words. In my opinion, the statute is unconstitutional. The prosecution was unconstitutional. He should be as free a person as the rest of us. Every definition of crime in the Western world, every valid, legitimate, acceptable, moral, legal definition of the word crime includes the word harm in it. What harm was there to the words he exercised? He never set foot into the Capitol building. He wasn't even in Washington, D.C. on the day of January 6th. But he is the prized possession, the prized scalp on the belt of the Justice Department. He is the biggest fish that they have prosecuted. Though he was acquitted of some of the lesser offenses, he was convicted of the principal one, sedition. That carries 20 years in a federal prison. This Yale Law School graduate, who's probably in his mid to late 50s by now, would be spending the rest of his life in jail for words that he used, the result of which harmed no one. Okay, I know there are arguments on the other side. The government needs to stay in existence, but this is a wrong case in which to demonstrate that. We'll see where it goes. His own lawyer said it was a very fair trial. The judge bent over backwards to be fair to the defense. I don't even know what appealable issues there are. You can't appeal a case just because you don't like the verdict. You have to find errors that the judge made that are sufficient for you to persuade an appellate court that if he had not made those errors, the outcome would have been different. I don't know that those errors exist or can even be offered to an appellate court, but we'll see where this goes. You usually have a different team of lawyers representing you in a criminal appeal, experts in appellate advocacy, rather than the trial lawyers who actually represented you in the courtroom. More as we get it.